It is currently 40 degrees here, so I have an ice pack and I am dying. Hey collectors, today I am here with a massive rant. This is something that I've been really holding on to for quite some time. I think it's been over 6 months now. I've been trying to be really respectful and not go off the handle, but I'm kind of done. For those that don't know, I am an administrator on the website My Figure Collection, and this is what I'm going to be talking about today in great detail. I've been really angry about this for quite a while, so I'll apologize in advance if I go off on tangents, repeat things, just seem generally illegible, but bear with me please. So yeah, like I said, I'm an administrator on My Figure Collection. I have been for several years now. I'm quite good friends with several of the moderators and administrators, which I have all met through the website. It means a great deal to me. It's something that's been a part of my life for quite some time now, so as long as I've been collecting, really. So what's happening to the website and yeah, all of everything around V4 is just really hurting me quite a lot. I've made so many friends, I've got so many meaningful relationships that I've built through the website. It was thanks to My Figure Collection that I ended up finally going and creating this channel. I'm talking about figurines. Everything that I've learned about figurines pretty much has been a result of My Figure Collection. But anyway, if you happen to be someone that doesn't use the website, I guess I should actually run down what's happened or what's continuing to happen. So version 4 is this massive debacle. It started off, not everyone would know this, it started off, from my understanding, as a 10th anniversary gift to the community. I don't see how this is a gift when there's absolutely no thought for the community that actually uses all of the features. It just seems very it's very self-centered and very much just the webmasters doing what they want and what they think is what the community wants, despite not having been a part of the community for quite a while now. It's been years since they've been actually particularly active, but anyway, that would kind of be why I assume you would want to ask the staff if this would actually be worthwhile and if features would be worthwhile and all of that, but no, why would you do that? That's absurd. I knew I was going to have to make a video about this eventually. I've had a lot of people ask me what I think of it, and I've had to try and be quite nice about it, try to be really diplomatic about it, and I was quietly hopeful that it would just get better, like with what happened with the last version upgrade, which I'll talk about in a bit as well, but it just hasn't. Every change has just made it worse. And I've been on the website long enough as a moderator and as an administrator to really not be up for waiting again. As an admin, you'd think that I would have known about more of the website changes before they happened, but no, we only saw the homepage and what the photo gallery page looks like, and that was really it. We got to see it for maybe a week or two before it was open to the wider community, and it wasn't a full website rollout. It was just pages here and there, so people were having to use a mix of version 3 UX and version 4 UX, and it just didn't feel very nice to use at all anyway. And really it was just a skin change at that point, so there wasn't really much for us to review besides the fact that it looked different. We never saw anything else. Everything that My Figure Collection users saw and got angry about, we didn't know about until after you all did. We've all had to try and learn it the same as you, and try to manage the database and manage the website with it acting as it is, like if you think about how hard it is to use, just imagine how much harder it is to use when you're trying to stop people from misusing something that is that hard to use. With version 3, this was, I think, back in 2015 now, so there's been more than enough time to learn from the mistakes. But with version 3 upgrade, what happened was, it was a similar sort of deal. Things just kind of happened. There wasn't much of a save until it happened. And it wasn't very usable at first because it was the same kind of rollout. It didn't feel very nice to use, a mix of two different websites. But they didn't learn from that. And then there were the rule changes with the not safe for work rules around what was considered not safe for work and what was. And us staff actually spent a lot of time defending all of those justifications. We didn't actually agree with them. So the number of people that ended up messaging me saying that I'm a massive prude or whatever didn't actually realize that I personally did not agree with the changes. It's just, as a staff member there that isn't paid, I am not paid. We just did what was right by the website as staff members to go and say, yep, this is how the rules are meant to be adhered to, so please do the thing. We get that it's quite strict, but you know, we're dealing with this the same as you are. If you have questions, ask us. I was actually the one that kept trying to contact the webmaster to respond to all the blogs that were coming up about, well, what is safe for work and what isn't safe for work, because the rules were so vague. But we never got any responses. But I tried, and I, in consequence, was the one that was told that I was being a prude because the rules existed in the first place. But you know, never mind the fact that I purchase a lot of native and other adult lines, but you know, I'm definitely a prude. Absolutely. With version 4, again, people made blogs about how bad it is to use and how hard it is to use and what things should be changed and if people enjoy it. And I mean, no one enjoyed it. No, I lied. There was one person that I remember saying that they liked it, and lo and behold, their comments got to stay. We actually never, as the mods and admins, never removed any of those comments ourselves. Because why would we? We're not there to censor your opinions on the website. Like, we're there to stop you from being assholes to each other. That's really about it. But yep, there was just like, oh, this is horrible. A whole heap of those blogs and a whole heap of those comments were removed. And the webmaster thought it would be a good idea to go and say, remember when V3 was the worst UX ever? Yeah, we remember. We had to fight for it. We had to fight your fight. So yes, we definitely remember as the staff members. Do you? As you can see, I'm very frustrated by all of this. And I'm kind of done. It's so hard for me to manage my own collection. Never mind the fact trying to manage the website as a volunteer trying to help the community. I'm here to help the community. I'm not here to help the website make money. If I was, I would expect to get paid or given any incentive at all other than a fancy title that, like, I paid for my supporter status. I've given money to the website, so I've not really gotten much out of this at all. That said, I've got to give credit where credit's due. They're highlighting over thumbnails of like little items. That's a really good feature. Like, that's really good, being able to highlight over it and have a small snapshot of what the details of the figure is or whatever. Like, that's good, but why isn't there more of that? Why isn't there more things that the community actually want, instead of changing features that actually work really well already? Like, the collection manager worked really well as it was. Being able to see the totals of things that you spent just based off the retail price, and it not being affected whether you put in dates and not, or if you skip details that weren't very clear in the last UI. But now it's just so much harder to have to get your own collection into a state that you were able to use before the change. So if this is meant to be a gift, why are you making it harder for the people that joined the website a long time ago to get it into the state that they had before it? That doesn't make sense. And honestly, I just don't care anymore. I've tried fighting, I've tried being reasonable. I never bothered this time trying to contact the webmaster to go and, you know, explain themselves, because I know they weren't going to do it because they didn't do it last time. But why should I constantly have to have people go and insult the website when I have no real stake in it other than the fact that I care about the community and I have cared about the website, but the website doesn't care about me as an administrator. So why, if they don't care about me as an administrator, why would they care any more about everyone else there? And it's the same for all of the other staff members. So many of them are so frustrated, and there's not really any reason for me to try and fix that because I'm not happy either. Ugh. This just makes me also, it's infuriating. I suppose for MFC users, please don't blame the moderators, don't blame the administrators for all of this. I know a lot of people in the community over the last however many months have been kind enough to say that it's not our doing and that it's not because of us that the website is the way it is, but I suppose just from me personally as one of the administrators, thank you everyone that has been defending us, though it shouldn't need to. And if you are upset about it, please just direct it at the person / people. I don't know if there are multiple people working on the website. That's how little we actually know about it. Everything that we think we know is really speculation based off information that we get to see that might not be widely known. Not really much that we get to see. And we're meant to be managing the site to make sure that there ends up being as much traffic through the site as possible. But you know, why would you want us to know anything really? So yeah, I'm pretty much ready to have my account nuked because I know that I've seen other mods lose their accounts and everything else from speaking against the site. So if it happens, it happens, and if it happens, you'll know this is why. If anyone has any alternatives, I am all ears. I'm more than happy to see alternatives and have other places to manage my collection and help out and everything else. Just let me know. One good thing about all of this is that other communities have been created out of this. So there are lots of Discord servers that are available. I'm on quite a few of them. I'm going to link a whole heap of them in the description, so if you want more collectors to talk to, some of them are actually more active on the server than they've ever been on MFC itself. So definitely come and join in. There's a whole heap of people. It's really fun. Just because this website is kind of crashing and burning horribly and leaving smoke everywhere doesn't mean that you have to lose access to the rest of the community and still be able to buy and sell within those communities. This whole thing just feels like I've been slapped in the face with several bootleg figures. It's quite painful, and yeah, I think that's probably the best way to explain it. And it's not even the kind of bootleg figure that you can laugh at because it looks really bad. It's just like bootleg figures that you're like, why are you doing this? Stop doing this. If there's other stuff that you want to know about with my figure collection, because obviously this is just me ranting away, feel free to ask me in the comments. If there's quite a few questions, I'm happy to make another video about it and answer all of those. So, you know, let me know. Okay, bye. If you've ever thought about coming to Australia, please never come in summer. Don't come in January. This is not fun weather.